Congratulations, Angel Reese, for winning Rookie of the Year. Congratulations to Angel Reese for Rookie of the Year. She's had a hell of a year. She's had a hell of a season. So, by the way, this is not in any way a knock to Angel Reese, because I think that, before last night, I thought it was neck and neck. I thought Caitlin Clark, I still think Caitlin Clark is the best rookie, is in the right situation, is the best player in this draft class, but the difference is that, we don't know what the right situation is for Caitlin Clark, whereas Angel Reese is already in the right situation. I think there are some teams, I think if Angel Reese is on this Fever team, she wouldn't look good. Christy Sides would coach it out of her. But Coach Weatherspoon's incredible. The teammates are great. And Angel Reese is she does so much good for a team. She's a perfect teammate. And she's figuring it out. She is figuring it out. She's been one of the best rookies in a while. She has been, because I'm so impressed with everything Angel Reese does when she's on the floor. And as I said, her instincts are better than anyone else in this league. If there is a ball there, and there's her versus anyone else in the league, she's winning it. Her hands are quicker than anyone else in the league. Finishing is a struggle. And I can't believe people literally are there in the comment section being what are you talking about? Her finishing's bad. This is a backhanded compliment you praise. And it's no, she's really bad at one thing. She's good at almost everything else. As far as when she pushes the floor, I don't really mind when she turns it over, because they're always they're always dead ball turnovers. She's actually pushes the floor quite a bit off defensive rebounds now, which is good, because has it been a success? A lot? Not really. She does a lot of the times throw passes completely wayward, but the difference is it's never stolen. It's an out of bounds pass. You can live with live ball turnover or dead ball turnovers. Can't live with live ball turnovers, especially when it's given up a 2. You can live with dead ball turnovers in a rookie. They're going to make mistakes, but she's gotten better and better and better every game. She's fitting in better and better in her role. She's learning how to score without being the number one option, because it's been clear throughout the season, giving the ball to Angel Reese with her back to the basket is not really an effective offense, but letting her live off scraps, it is so impressive for a player to be able to put up 15 plus consistently, living off scraps, as in offensive rebounds, sealing on the weak side, running the floor, just doing all the little things. The fact that she can be this good with just doing the little things up to this point, when she figures out the finishing, I'm not sure people are saying she needs to develop a 3-point shot. Develop a shot from further than 4 feet away from the basket first, but she's a good free throw shooter. But it's really weird. Her free throw shooting's not that bad. When she shoots jump shots, her hands clap together. I don't know. I think it's a legitimately spend a summer breaking down her shot, relearn the form, because she's such a good free throw shooter, and her touch is not terrible around the basket, especially when there's no contact. She should be able to develop a mid-range shot. But this is a really, really impressive rookie. And up until this point, I would have said, you know what, I still think ESPN putting Caitlin, or was it ESPN? Someone having Caitlin, or ESPN had Caitlin Clark below Alia Edwards. And I'm how did Alia Edwards go above Caitlin Clark when Alia Edwards, they ranked as 7th in their last ranking? And all that has happened since then for Alia Edwards is, I know she had a big game against the Sky, but also Caitlin Clark's best game was against Alia Edwards. But yeah, that's something. But I don't think there's going to be much of a challenge. I'm not a gambler. I'm very against gambling. And obviously this is not a freaking tip. But if I was to put money on it, you can quote me right now on the 14th of June. I think that Caitlin Clark for the remainder of the season is going to average less than 11 points a game. I think her assist numbers are still going to be there. I think she still averages 7. I think she might average more assists. I wouldn't be surprised to see Caitlin Clark average 9, 7, 4 rebounds, and 5 turnovers game for the rest of the season. With the way that Christy Sides has made it clear she wants the team to play, I genuinely think that we're going to see Caitlin Clark average less than 10 points a game. Because if you know anything about, there are certain types of players like Caitlin Clark where they're really just bad role players, but they're really good if they're the main player. Caitlin Clark is a rhythm shooter. She's a streaky shooter. Once she sees the ball go through the net once, she's going to keep... She could hit... we saw it against LSU. She would go quiet for 3 or 4 minutes in a game, but she'd miss a couple of shots, and then she'd suddenly go and hit 4 in a row. When she can get hot, we saw against Washington, she's incredible. when she can actually go and just start getting hot, because she needs a couple of shots to get open. She needs a bit of time to get into a rhythm. The difference is that when she's playing as the role player, because they're very clearly running through Aaliyah Boston, her as a role player is unable to get into rhythm. So I can see Caitlin Clark. I could see Angel Reese averaging, I think she's going to average 10 boards a game, or at least close to 10 boards a game. I can see her averaging 10, or averaging 14 and 10. Whereas I would have thought 14 and 10 probably wouldn't be enough to win Rookie of the Year, because I would have said, you know what, Caitlin Clark's going to average 18, 7, and 5. I'm like, 14 and 10 is not nearly enough, just purely box score statistics. But I think by the end of the season, like, I know she's at like 14, right? 13, 14 right now. I don't even know what Caitlin Clark's averages are, maybe 15. But still, I don't see a situation where her points, I could see her points falling to 11 or 12 for the season. She's averaging 15.6 points a game. I think it's going to drop. I cannot see that. And her shooting percentages are going to go through the floor as well as the season's going on. And again, that's not necessarily like on her. Nobody can succeed in a situation where they're just not meant to succeed, and that's fine. Like, look, who's the better player? Like, my prediction is who will have the better career. I think eventually, when it's all said and done, I think Caitlin Clark's going to have a better career. I think as of right now, for their specific situation, Angel Reese is better than Caitlin. Angel Reese is better right now than Caitlin Clark is as a role player. I actually think when it's all said and done, we're going to be looking at the rookies like Angel Reese, Rakia Jackson, Alia Edwards, Cameron Brink, Caitlin Clark. I think Caitlin Clark at this stage, with the way that the Fever are playing, is going to be lucky to make one of the like all rookie teams. Like she would be very, very lucky to make a rookie team, because I just think that she's about to have, in the month of June, she had one game where she just said, screw this, I'm chucking. Other than that, she's only shot the ball more than 11 times once. It's just not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. So I think Caitlin Clark is gonna make the all-rookie team, but I don't think it's gonna be very comfortable. And I think the only person that can compete with Angel Reese, with how well Angel Reese has been playing, is an on-form Caitlin Clark. Like, I don't even think Caitlin Clark on form is a guarantee to beat Angel Reese with the way Angel Reese has been playing. And just, it's not even the stats, it's just how she's getting the stats. And like, it's like, are these things sustainable? And I'm like, I think that the way Angel Reese plays is sustainable throughout a year, and she gets better every time I watch her play. So I think that you've got one player in a perfect situation who's got a coach that believes in them, who's got a team that believe in them, who's been put in situations to succeed, and also is doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing. And not only that, is not only exceeding expectations, is getting continuously better and continuously better at their role. And it's not even in the necessarily like skill wise, it's that her IQ is incredible. Like, Angel Reese's IQ is absolutely exceptional. And I don't ever see her being a first option on it. I don't even think she's going to be a third or fourth option. But like, the ability to literally go out there and have a 20-point, consistently 16 to 20-point games as the fourth or fifth option is so impressive from Angel Reese. Like, it is impressive. And look, I don't know. You can never guess how a player is going to improve. If she just gets any sort of a jump shot, if she literally can get into a position, get to a level where teams have to guard her, oh, it's over for the league. It's over for the league. Sorry, this Sky team can be serious. You've got Cardoso, you've got Angel Reese. You literally bring in a guard. Ironically, if you bring in like a Caitlin Clark, you're set. But like, she's not going anywhere. The Indiana Fever are going to just ruin her career. But there are so many guards better than Dane Evans. Because like, you can keep Marina Mabry, but you can't. Marina Mabry just shoots every time she touches it. Henry Card is a perfect bench player. I think she'll probably want to stay in Chicago. But they are a team that's going to succeed. And Angel Reese, without doubt, Rookie of the Year.